Granted, you'll have to pre-program it, but... Nine years later, they finally finish. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take signal out to the side. First digit signal is going to go out this way. Or the first location signal. The second one's going to go out this way. And the third one's going to go out the same way the first one did. So we're going to go ahead and just grab our redstone signal here and bring it all the way up to the sides. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with this one over here. What we're going to be building here is an array of RS NOR latches, kind of, that are going to check to make sure that we have locked it in place, to make sure that it doesn't progress until the one before it has gone. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I'll explain it after I've got it built up a little bit. Would you turn that down? Okay. Alright, now that I've got it built up, I'll explain to you exactly what this does. Okay, we've got our signal coming in from this side, and it's going to come in, turn this torch on. When it turns off, you press the button and it actually turns the power off. It'll turn this torch on, which will turn this one off. And this one is currently powering this repeater here to power this block, which is keeping this torch off. So as soon as the button is pressed, it'll allow this torch to turn on, which will go through the whole pattern and turn this one on. Once this one's on, it'll power this redstone to turn this off. And right now with this on, it's powering this block here, so it's locking the second one from going on. So right now we've got it set up to where we can input our first combination of 8-1 and it'll work right. So this, in theory, thought it was 8-1. 7-1, apparently, maybe. No. It should be 8, but it's being dumb. So I gotta figure out what I did wrong. Oh, because the combination's 1-8, not 8-1. So since the first number wasn't pressed right, it didn't turn on. Aha! So we press the 1, and it turns on that first torch. And then we press the 8, and it'll turn on the second torch and give us our output. That's the important part. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and set up the reset lines for this one. For the reset lines, all you do is take this row all the way across to here, and you're going to put a torch right here. And then I recommend using the spot where your second, or where the torch in the line is, which is right here. to place a block on that your torch is going to go on. And the way the reset lines work is really, really simple. All this is doing is anytime a button is pressed down here, it's going to stop powering the block that its torch is on. And that torch will power this line up here and reset the lock. So we press well, first let's turn it on, which is number 8. Press 8 to turn it on, then we press any other button at all, and since it's the wrong button, it should turn it off. But for some reason it's not working. So now I gotta figure out what I did wrong. It doesn't look to me like I did anything wrong. Oh, ha 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 ha, I'm an idiot sometimes. What we've done wrong is right here where this torch is, it's currently powering this line, keeping itself off. So you have to put a repeater at the end here, over where that torch is, so it can't take in signal from it. So first thing we do is we press the 8 to get it locked in, then we press any other button, any other wrong button, and it'll turn it back off. You do that for the next row also. So we're going to go ahead and cheat and do this really quick. Okay. World, and it's a wonderful tool when you use it right. I'm going to be doing some copying and pasting for a little bit here to simplify things for us.
Barber, barber, shave a pig. How many hands does it take to make a wig? 4 and 20 should be enough. Give the barber a pinch of snuff.
Now it's important to note for this middle one here, because of the way that I copied and pasted it, all I did was flipped it around from where it was, so its combination lock will actually go this one to this one. So unlike the other ones that are going backwards to forwards, this one's going front to back as far as how the combination is stored and inputted. So we double check real quick, make sure everything's set up right for all our combinations here. Okay, and then we get all our outputs. I prefer using repeaters for outputs. You don't have to, you can just use Redstone here. Technically a repeater slows it down. I just like using them to signify where the power is coming from. Since it can only come in from one side, you know that this is the only thing that can power that repeater. Okay, so now we've got C and B's lock set up with 3 different locks coming off his one. And our combinations are set for each one so that they're not going to be crossing over. Okay, so we have all our outputs. Next thing to do is to actually build our teleportation pad, which our teleportation pad is just going to be a pressure plate. Real nice and easy to set up a pressure plate. If you don't know how to do that, you probably shouldn't be attempting stuff with Redstone anyway. What we're going to do to have our different areas that it can go to is we're going to go ahead and set up 3 pistons over here. Try to keep it all above ground as much as I can so that it's easy for you guys to see where it's at. We're going to set up 3 pistons that are a space apart each. Go ahead and put a block underneath them. Now we're going to be bringing our redstone signal from our pressure plate just up here. I gotta move my pistons back, or else. Okay. I'm going to be bringing our 3 pistons up here. I'm going to be putting a repeater going each way. And then on this side, we just have a single piece of redstone dust and our command blocks, which let me spawn in real quick. I think it's 137. Yep. Our command blocks are going to go right down in here. And then for each of our combinations, we just need to bring the line over to a repeater. It doesn't matter how you bring it over or where you put the command blocks or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep it all in sight for you guys so it's easy to tell what's going where. You can do whatever you want to bring the lines over. The important part is that each one goes to its own area. And you don't make stupid mistakes like this. So, got this line set up to activate this piston once this code over here is inputted. We'll do the same thing for the other 2, and then whatever code is inputted when you step on the pressure plate, it will only power that command block.